everyone, welcome back once again to the mathematics session of Vedic Maths. Now, in the series of Vedic Maths, we were discussing all the additions, subtractions, multiplications and the divisions also. Few techniques we have discussed in our previous videos. Do check them out by clicking the I button. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss another method of division in Vedic Maths, that is the Paravartya method. Okay, so what is this Paravartya method? We will proceed using the examples. Okay, I have noted down a 3-digit number divided by 12 and a 4-digit number divided by 17. This method works well for the numbers, the divisors which are more than that of the base numbers. Like in the Nikhilam method, we were discussing in Nikhilam method, the divisors are just near to the base tens, okay, 10, 100, 1000 and all. Same way, this Paravartya method works out well for the numbers, for the divisors, where these divisors are just above the base numbers. What are the base numbers here? Like the base of tens, okay. Base of 10 to the power of n, that is 10, 100, 1000, so on. Okay, here see the divisor, this is near to the, this is above the base, whereas the Nikhilam method just below the base. So what is this Paravartya method? Let us start with the example problem. Now here, when the divisor is 12, let me write the divisor here, and 348. Okay, now we will start with 12 and if this we are telling that this is near to the base 10, isn't it? So first number of, this is the tens digit number 1, isn't it? That you have to leave off. The next numbers you have to write the transpose. Transpose means the negative number for this number. So for 2, negative is minus 2. Okay, we are leaving the 1. If you are going to divide with 112, leave the 1, that is nearing to, that is more than 100, isn't it? So leave 1, and for 1 and 2, 12 you have to write the transpose. Now the transpose of 2 is minus 2, right? Now what we do, as it is, we drop the first number, okay, right? Next we have to multiply this number with the transpose, multiplying it and placing it below this number. 3 2s are 6, but there is a minus, so minus 6 we get. But if you write minus 6 here and 6, if you plus to this number, the practically subtraction is not possible. Minus 6 plus 4 comes to minus 2. So we should not get negative numbers in the quotient or the remainder. So that means if you are getting the number which is more, so 3 2s are 6, the number is more, isn't it? In that case, you have to decrease 1 for this number. Decreasing 1 means, so just 2. I have decreased 3 to just one number below. Okay, that means 2. How many numbers we have decreased? That much you have to carry over here. If I decrease 2 times, if I decrease again, that means I have to carry over 2 there. Now I have decreased 1, so I have carried over 1. So 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. Now here practically subtraction is possible, isn't it? So if it is greater number, minus 6 plus 4, it is not possible. Practically I am telling. If I am having 6 apples, so I am having 4 apples, I have to give 6 apples. That is practically not possible, isn't it? So that means 14 minus 4 is 10. This happens, right? Now this 10 should be multiplied here and should be added to the next number. 10 into minus 2 is minus 20. So if you write minus 20 here, again practically it is not possible. So decrease 1. So when you are decreasing 1, you place 1. Okay. So 9 2s are 18. 18 goes from 18, right? If it doesn't go, again decrease 1. So when you are decreasing 1, you have to be placing 1 more in the like the remainder. So 18 minus 18 is 0. So this 0 is the remainder. And this is our quotient. Now to decide which is quotient and which is remainder, so how many digits are quotient and how many digits are remainder, to decide that there is a formula. Like I will tell you that here number of digits in the dividend. Okay, this dividend, number of digits in dividend. Okay, dividend minus number of digits in divisor. That means plus 1 gives the quotient. Okay, gives the number of digits in quotient. So let us understand this. What is this first? See here, how many digits are there in the quotient? If I want to decide from this, here 290 we got it. Okay, now here number of digits in the dividend are 3. 1, 2 and 3, and number of digits in the divisor are 2. 3 minus 2, here 3 minus 2 is 1, and for that one we have to add 1. So this gives the number of digits in the quotient. Okay, this part. Right. So 2 digits from the left, consider 2 digits as a quotient, and the next one is a remainder. That is the process. Now let's start this one. So this is just formula like number of digits of dividend minus digits of divisor plus 1 gives the digits in the quotient. Okay, from the left you have to take that part of the quotient, and the remaining are the remainder part. Now let's see the next problem. This is also a number just above the base 10. Okay, so this Paravartya method works. Now Paravartya means transpose. Now we are using the transpose here. In the Nikhila method, we were using the complement, isn't it? So that is Nikhila method. Here we were using the transpose. 4, 5, 6, 9. Let's start. Okay. Now, here first leave the tens digit number. Then for the next number, you have to write the transpose. 7 minus 7 is the transpose. Drop the first number as it is, 4. 4 into, here if I take 4 multiplied to 7 comes to minus 28. Minus 7, isn't it? Minus 28. But the number here is 5. Minus 28 is bigger. Practically, subtraction is not possible. So I have to decrease 1 more. Okay. So when you are decreasing 1, you will be getting 1. Okay. So 3 into 7 is 21. Again 21 from 15, not possible. Again decrease 1. So when you are decreasing 1, you have to place another 2. So 2 times you are decreasing. So 2. Right. Now let's see. 2 sevens are 14 minus 14. This is possible, isn't it? So from 25, 14 if you take, you get 19, isn't it? 7 to 14 from 25. Oh, sorry. Here. Subtraction here 1. 11 you get. Okay. Now 11 into minus 7 is minus 77. That is not at all possible. So decrease 1. Okay. 10 into 7. So I got 1. 10 into 7, 70. That is also not possible. So decrease for 1. So that means 2. 9 into 7. That is also not possible. So decrease again. Okay. So that means how many times I have 1, 2 and 3 times I have cancelled. That means 3 times I am decreasing. So I am placing 3. So 8 sevens are 56. Not possible. So decrease again 1. 7 sevens 49. Okay. So 49 is also not possible. So decrease again. So 6 sevens are 42. Now here how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times I have decreased. That means here it comes to 56. And 6 sevens are 42. 42 is possible, isn't it? So minus 42. So from this you have to subtract 6 to 4 and this is 14. Okay. Now the same thing you have to do. 14 sevens. Is it possible? No. Again decrease 1. 13 sevens. Right. 13 sevens. Is it possible? No. So decrease again 1. 12. So 12 sevens, no, decrease again 11 sevens. See here, 3 times I have decreased. Let me take 3. Okay, so 11 7 77, again not possible. So 10 7 70. So that means 9 sevens Is it possible? Okay, let's not see here. 8. 8 sevens are 56. So how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times have decreased and 8 sevens are 56. Right. So from 69 drop 56. So subtract. This is minus because minus 7 into 8, 56. So that comes to 3 and 1, 13. Now here when you see 2, 6, 8, 1, 3 is the number here. We got 2, 6, 8, 1 and 3. Now how many digits we have to consider for the quotient is by the formula. Number of digits in the dividend subtracted by number of digits in the divisor. So number of digits in the dividend are 4 minus divisor are 2. So you get 2. For that you have to add 1. So that comes to 3, isn't it? So all that you have to do it in the mind. 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. That's it. So 3. So from the left, consider 3 parts as your quotient. The remaining parts are the remainder. Simple. Right. This comes very big. For the illustration, it's very big, but cancelling and just multiplying, decreasing one and multiplying is very simple. So 17 when divided for 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 gives the quotient as 2, 6, 8 and the remainder as 13. Please make a note. Let's see the next problem. For divided for 112 and I have written for 113. Now these are the base numbers which are just more than the 100. Now we have looked over for 10. Now we will see for the hundreds. Okay, just 1112 and 113 are the divisors. Now how do we do this? Such type. Okay, 112 as it is 1, 4, 6 and 8. Right. Now what we start? We have to take remove the first one because this is near this is more than 100. The hundreds digit I'll remove it. Then the next, for the next numbers we have to write the transpose. That is nothing but the paravartya. That means minus 1 and minus 2. So the hundreds digit 1 I have not considered. The tens and the units I have written the transpose. Minus 1, minus 2. Now as it is we will be dropping the first number, that is 1. Okay. Here we will be dropping 1. This one, so let me... Okay, this one should be multiplied to the transpose and written here. Now there are two transposes here. See here, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Just place in the second row itself side by side. Since two transposes we have to place it. If there are three transposes for thousands, so you have to place them side by side. Next, take the subtraction here. Now 4 minus 1 is 3, isn't it? Now 3 again multiply it with this, but multiply with the transpose, but where we have to write? When the 3 is multiplied here, you have to write the third row and the third column. From the third column and the third row. This is first row, second row, we have to start with the third row. Right. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 and 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. Right. So what I have done, I have multiplied it and placed in the third row, third column. Starting with the third column and writing in the third row. Just placing the numbers. Right. Now here after multiplying, let's see, it is practically possible. 6 minus 5, here 6 minus 5 comes to 1. Okay, 6 minus 5 is 1. Again, now we have to multiply it, but we have to stop here. Why? Because we have to stop our division. Why? Because here the last number is been included. It has been included in the division. That's all. Then you have to stop here. When this is not included, if there are so many numbers, again we have to multiply and we have to write it. So we have to stop as it is here and just write the subtractions. Now 6 minus 5 is 1 and 8 minus 6 is 2. So this is our number. Now what is the quotient here? Again the same procedure for the quotient. What we do? 4 digits minus 3 digits plus 1, isn't it? So 1 plus 1, that is 2. So the first 2 digits from the left are the quotient. The remaining are the remainder. So when we have stopped it, when the last digit of the dividend is included, we have stopped the division and we have subtracted. Right. This is the division of 112. Very, very simple rather than the traditional method. Now let's see the next one, 113. Okay. 1, 3, 7, 9 and 9. Let's write the transpose. Now the first, that is the hundreds digit, we have to leave it because this is near to the 100. So the next digits we have to write the transpose, minus 1 and minus 3. Now we'll drop the first number as it is, multiplying this number to the transpose and writing in the second row. Minus 1 here comes to minus 1. 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. Just subtract it. 3 minus 1 is 2. Again multiply it with the transpose. But where we have to write, when you are multiplying with the, we have to start with the third column, third row. Here second column, second row. We are starting with second column and second row. Likewise, third column, third row. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. And 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. But here we have stopped it because the last number is included. Here the last number has not been included, isn't it? There is no number down. So we have to proceed still. 7 minus 5 is 2. Now again 2 into the transpose. Where you have to write, here we got this as 2. Where you have to write, start with the fourth column and fourth row. Right. Here 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. So we have to stop the division because the last number of the dividend is included. So just subtract it. 9 minus 8 is 1 here and 9 minus 6 is 3. Now which numbers are the quotient numbers and which numbers are the remainder? The same formula you have to do it. Number of digits in the dividend, that is 5. Number of digits in the divisor, 3 plus 1. So this comes to 2 plus 1, that is 3. So all this you have to do it in the mind itself. So the 3 digits from the starting are the quotient one and the remaining are the remainder part. As simple as this. So make a note please. Let's see the next one. Now see the divisor here 1, 2, 3, 0, 2 and the divisor here is 1, 3, 1, 0, 3. So this is a 5-digit number, the divisors. So the base tens means 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, so on, isn't it? Now here I have taken the divisors which are more than 10,000. So likewise you can do for thousands, 10,000s, 1 lakh, so on and so forth. Here we have taken a 5-digit number as a divisor which is more than 10,000. So the base is 10,000 here. Now let's start how to do this. Very, very simple. Because the number are very big, in the traditional division method it is very, very hard to do this, but in this method it is very simple. So I have taken 258378, that is the number, right? Let's start. Now what we have to do, the first digit, that is the 10,000, the first one we have to ignore. Then for the next one we have to write the transpose, minus 2. Minus 3, 0, there is no minus, right? So again minus 2. So I have written the transpose for the rest of the numbers leaving the first number. Now we have to drop the first number as it is. We have to drop the number as it is, right? Now multiply it with minus 2, you get it as, so you have to multiply with the complete transpose and write it in the second column, second row. So 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6, 2 into 0 is 0, 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. Right. Now here what we have to do, just subtract it. 5 into 4 is 1. Again multiply with the transpose right from the third row, third column. Right. Because we have to not stop because the last digit is not included. So we have to multiply it with 1, the transpose. So minus 2. Minus 3, 0 and minus 2. We have to stop here because the last number is included. Right. The division is over. Just you have to subtract all the numbers and write down. 8 minus 8 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. 8 minus 2 is 6. Now how many numbers are for the, which digits are for the quotient? We have to see. See, this is 6-digit number. This is 5-digit number. That means if you see, 6 minus 5 is 1 plus 1, that is 2, isn't it? 6 minus 5 plus 1 we have to do 2 digits. So only 2 digits. This number is for the quotient. The rest of the numbers are the remainder. 0036 means just 36 is the remainder part. So very, very simple, right? Now let's start the next one here. 13103 divided by 289487. Right. So I have taken the 6-digit number here. Write the transpose leaving the first number -3, -1, 0 and -3. So 0 has no negative or positive sign. So let us drop the first number as it is. Multiplying it with the transpose. 2 into -3 is -6. 2 into 1 is -2. 0. 2 into -6 is -3 is -6. So subtract 8 minus 2 is 2. Again multiply it here and write it in the third row. -6 here. 2 into -2. 0 and -6. So the last number is included. We have to stop the division. Just subtract all the numbers. 9 minus 8 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. 7 minus 6 is 1. Now the same thing. 6 digits here. 6 minus 5 is 1 plus 1, that comes to 2. So the first two numbers only are our quotient. The rest numbers are the remainder. So the quotient is 22. The remainder is 1221. Right. Likewise, we can do bigger divisions using the Paravartya method. But this method works out well for the numbers which are just above the base numbers. And we will see, please make a note, we will see a next technique in our next video. Thank you all.